come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading, God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line. Right, just one time, so unstoppable together at the same time. With the same mind, yeah, we wanna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 23. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Pickett back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we're going to just list those out for him. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play. and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Murray now to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans.
Complete to Mike Evans. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 11.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
But Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. We're scoreless after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First down, 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go option to the short side. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. Airing this one out for Evans. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off play action, Pickett. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Pickett. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Callaway on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Pickett. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here for Callaway. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And that is no good. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, our Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now.
Pickett.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just like, no, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Shotgun now from Murray.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Option play. Here's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Pickett on 4th down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Murray now.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Murray's got to have this one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And they take a knee.
Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.